Explosion in downtown Sun Prairie. It's a difficult morning for that community's firefighters. As we have learned within the last hour, one of those members died fighting the fire from that explosion around dinner time last night. Another firefighter remains in stable condition this morning in the hospital. First calls came to 911 about a gas leak about 6:20 last night. Then, as the area was being evacuated, there was an explosion at the intersection of Main and Bristol around 7 o'clock. Support groups are being set up to help the fire department deal with its loss. The flames and smoke so bad they showed up as rain on the News 3 weather radar. More than 100 people this morning remain evacuated and a number of buildings have been destroyed. Leah Linshide's live in Sun Prairie now with more on this tragic story. Good morning, Leah.
Good morning, Adam. Here is the latest information from police this morning. Let's start with the news that might be the hardest to hear. One firefighter is dead. He was responding to that gas leak around 6:30 last night. He died from his injuries in the resulting explosion. 5 other firefighters were hurt, along with 1 police officer and 7 bystanders. Only 2 firefighters are still in the hospital. As Adam said, they're doing well. Everyone else has been treated and released. As for damage, at least 3 downtown businesses are destroyed. We Energies confirms the gas is shut off in that area, but there is still an evacuation order for basically all of downtown. Lots of streets closed in Sun Prairie this morning, so avoid that area on your morning commute. Now that means the 80 or so people who are staying here at the high school, the gym here in Sun Prairie, they will not be going home quite yet. Others who are lucky enough to go home, they might be struggling this morning with what they heard, what they saw. Some of them are struggling because they knew that firefighter. He was a friend, a father, a family member. Our Christina Laurie joins us with more on that. Good morning, Christina.
Good morning, Leah. One of those people is Patrick DePula. He's the owner of Salvador Tomato Pies here in town, and like many people in Sun Prairie, says he did not sleep much overnight because he was shaken to the core by witnessing that explosion that killed a firefighter who was his friend firsthand. Sun Prairie's fire department is a volunteer department and a tight-knit group at that. Patrick described his friend, the firefighter who was killed, as above all else a family man, and was brought to tears when talking about that with us earlier this morning.
None of this makes sense tonight, honestly. None of this makes sense at all. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's just, I just keep thinking about that family and how this brave firefighter lost his life doing his duty in a devastating, tragic incident in Sun Prairie.
Patrick says that from his understanding, the explosion could have happened in any of the buildings. Now, Patrick is fortunate that all his crew and customers were able to get out of the building safely. He says he doesn't know what damage the explosion caused to his restaurant, but frankly, he says that is so insignificant on mornings like this.
And we know Patrick is dealing with a lot. He had to leave his car in downtown Sun Prairie because police wouldn't let him anywhere near that area. We are also following what's going on here at the high school. We know that the evacuation order has not been lifted in Sun Prairie High School, but you're going to see behind me lots of elderly folks getting onto an ambulance. That's because of the 80 people staying here. Most of them came from a nursing home that had to be evacuated. So lots of folks needing extra supplies, medications, special needs here at the high school. We're hoping for an update on when that evacuation order will be lifted, if these folks get to go home anytime soon. That we are hoping to hear from that. Now, we do not expect a press release from police until later today. So in the meantime, stay right here on News 3 this morning. We're going to update you in the morning sprint. We're also going to keep you updated on Channel 3000 and throughout our newscasts all day. Adam, back to you.
All right. Leah Linshide, Christina Laurie, thank you both so much for your reporting this morning in Sun Prairie.